So if there's one word of advice, I would say be persistent. I heard Anita Shreve talk once. She wrote The Pilot's Wife, I believe it was. And she said she didn't know anyone who had persisted who didn't eventually get published. Now, I don't know, she might have been in some, high level friendships there, but that's what happened. And then self-publishing can open so many opportunities. I have independently published books that I have written. They're set in Philadelphia. They're not Jersey books. Tom at Plexus would not be interested in them, but I enjoy writing them. And again, I have to learn to take that seriously because I'm trying to build a backlist and then to do a marketing thrust. But if it really is a lot of work, I see people who just really work hard, but they succeed. They sell a lot of books.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of opportunities for support.
Yeah. Well, it's like you had said about you got to work hard, and writing a book is an exercise in perseverance. Those that have started a book but never finished it, vis-a-vis those that have started and finished it, the primary difference is that those of us are just too stubborn to stop.
Is the book you're thinking of writing now a standalone or the first in a series?
The book that John is editing is going to be a book in a series. I didn't set out for it to be a book in a series, but he said to me, it's a great character. It's a great read. You need to start thinking about the second book. So I already started doing a second edition to that. So, it's a PI type of deal. I'm a former trooper. So why reinvent the wheel? It's what I know. I know policing. I know investigative work. So stick with the formula as all the research I've done. So that's exactly what it is. It's a PI selling his gun, after retirement.
And I just say, though, that's a really important thing to keep moving. It's great that you're on the second book now before the first one's finished.
Yeah, well, no, I appreciate that advice. And certainly if I could ever help you out in terms of research, get a cop's perspective, I'm sure by now you have a few out there, but I certainly would lend a hand to you. To conclude, I want to make sure I hit all the questions. You give advice to someone on how to select a genre and what topic to write on.
That's a great question. Absolutely a great question, because I have been having a little bit of trouble trying to define my genre. Remember I said that it's not quite cozy, it's amateur, a whodunit. And there's so much emphasis now on thrillers and suspense that I feel I was losing touch with what my readers would expect, which is why I had to do a major rewrite. But I think if you want to get published, you have to write to the market. You have to see what's getting published. I heard somebody say once, everybody has that book they always wanted to write. Don't write it. And I don't know if that's true or not, but I wrote 2 books that one of them was cross genre. It's not a romance. It's not, a mystery. And I had a publisher tell me that they really liked it. They liked the writing, but they didn't know how to sell it. They didn't know where to put it. And I think you'll hear other people saying that when they go out to try and find agents. So I think you really need to write to the market and see what's out there, what's selling. How you can read the upcoming trends, I don't know, because things shift. But it's really important if you want to get published. If you just want to write the book of your dreams, that's a whole different thing. But you can't expect that, a book that does not fit into a particular genre is going to get picked up. Unless, of course, you independently publish and then you can give it a whirl. But which I think is what I'm going to try to do with these 2 books that I wrote. I had 2 that I really had always wanted to write.
That's great advice. That's great advice, right to the market. Well, let me conclude with, I know you are a member of the Mystery Writers Association of America. When I typed in your email to send you the questions I was going to do, you popped up. So we've actually corresponded once before. I forget what the subject was. It was something to do with the
You
mystery.
were going to be on a panel one time for us. Yeah.
Yes, I believe that was
Which you're
it.
still welcome to come on it.
Well, you know what? I had planned on ultimately getting involved when I'm a security practitioner now, and I got involved in which would be the security component, like the security affiliate of the Mystery Writers, ASIS International. It's a huge association, and I ultimately ended up becoming on a council and kind of helping to guide the council in a certain direction. I had ultimately planned on volunteering and getting involved in that way, and then the pandemic hit, and but just even prior to that, with my schedule wasn't I was very busy after I left the state police, and it wasn't aligning. But hopefully things will come back full steam. I'm looking forward to going back to the meetings, as I'm sure everyone else is. It's been horrible. I think it's a great organization, Mystery Writers. I certainly want to learn. I like to position myself around people that can, teach me something. Not that I don't like to teach others. I do believe in mentoring those that are coming up, but I also like to take advantage of those people wishing to impart their words of wisdom my way as well. And Mystery Writers is a perfect venue for it.
One thing that's great if you have a new book coming out is their mentor program, where you can sign up to have a mentor who will look in depth at, I think it's 50 pages. So it's not just meetings. So that's great. I think the networking part of it is really important. And a lot of good information, all the panels and with speakers. And we're trying to do more and more to reach out to people because the New York chapter covers 6 states. So we're really trying to reach out to the people in the remote who can't make it to all the meetings.
Yeah.
So, but that helps those of us who do go to the meetings in bad weather. Near future. My last book came out right before the pandemic. And the other one won't be out till next year, I think. But I did the ones that I have self-published. I just put them out in large print. Right now, they're only available from Amazon. So that's probably the biggest thrust I'm making right now. They had only been ebooks, and now they're both paperbacks and in large print. So in terms of marketing, that's sort of the biggest news for me. That would be great.
Will do. Well, I appreciate your time. It's been good speaking with you, and hopefully we'll see each other not too long in the future at the Mystery Writers.
I hope it's fairly soon.
All right. All right. Well, you take care and be safe.
You too, and say hi to John for me.
I will. Thanks.